Hello, everyone, Randy here, and welcome back to Welker Farms on Farming Simulator 17 here, and since last episode, I've finished planting. Let's go back here. Also paid off the loan there, too, by the way. Got that all paid off, finally. Finished planting field 14 and 15, and then I was just checking the map here, and I noticed 23, which is our grass field here, is ready to be mowed. I did not think it would be ready to be mowed here again this year in the game, but it actually is, so not going to complain about that. That might give us an opportunity here to actually put up a silo, or not a silo really, well, I guess it is kind of sort of a silo, but a production facility there for fertilizer. And we get some liquid, no, not liquid, pellet. We already got the liquid, we need pellet fertilizer, so might be able to do this with some pellet fertilizer here. We'll maybe bring some, assuming it'll take bales. The other one does, so it should, right? Okay, looks like I got the course play course loaded up here already. Again, for some reason, hired worker did not like this mower, so we are running it with a hired, or with course play instead of a hired worker. We'll let him go. Also, I noticed on the map here, and rather disgustingly and annoyingly, notice fields 11, 12, and 13. Yes. And if you go back to was it last episode? Yeah, I think it was last episode. Look at fields 11, 12, and 13. They were all planted in canola. So I'd love to know what happened to my canola, because if you check the seasons mod here, we were within the canola planting season. That's number one. So we were within season. We were planting season. Number two, we are at temperature. We're still at temperature. So what happened to our canola? I would love to know, because again, we 11, 12, and 13, all three of these fields were planted in canola. Now they are harvested essentially withered state. So extremely annoyed by that. Not sure what happened, what went wrong, but something definitely went wrong and caused all three of these fields, which again you can see were canola, were planted in season at temperature, and they all withered. So I'd love to hear some good explanations for that, because that rubbish is not going to happen again. We will be making changes, that is for sure, if this continues to happen, because again, we had soybeans that disappeared on us. Not cool. Now we had a whole 3 fields of canola that were planted that just don't know what happened. So yeah, that's not cool. Anyway, did find out one thing. Well, kind of knew this last episode already. The Big Bud 450 here just is not big enough to pull this seeder. It does all right at about 5 to 6 miles an hour, which is, what, about half the speed it should be able to pull it at. So, I mean, its size makes up for the fact it's going slow, but we definitely need a bigger tractor. I don't know if we can quite afford one. We're going to see once here what we got for, obviously we're going to go with a Big Bud here again, by the way. So, we can get the 747, that's $400,000, so we'd have to borrow a little bit of money for that. I was actually thinking maybe this 950 or the 740. They should both have more than enough horsepower here. We've used the 747 already, so, you know, just trying to try something new here. That is another KT 450. Probably get that one at some point as well, but my plan is I plan on getting all of these Big Bud tractors, by the way. So we have, what, 2 out of the, what do I have, 6 of these? Yeah, I have 2 out of the 6 here so far, so we'll be increasing the Big Bud crew here as we can afford them. So we need to borrow about about 150,000 here, so don't we? Okay, well, I can do that. I was hoping to avoid borrowing any money, but seeing as how we need to replant our canola that has somehow withered, we're going to need a tractor to pull that planter with, because I don't really fancy using the 450 for that again. Just took a little bit too long, I thought. Let's see, 740. Yeah, let's go with the 740 here. I have used the 950 before. It looks pretty good, but let's try the 740 with single turbo. Twin. Single. Wonder what the difference here is. Are these tires? Because why does it say single turbo? I wonder if single turbo's like really wide, fat tires or something. We'll go with the 740 twin here. Let's see what that looks like. 392,000. I was planning on maybe starting selling some crops here as well. Looking at the price here. And I don't know what's going on with the prices here. The prices are like going crazy on here for some reason. You notice they're like way down and way up and way down. And don't know what's going on with that. So I don't know if it's going to go like way up there yet. Actually, you know what? Let's go to the official menu here. See what the prices are looking at. Soybeans, that doesn't look too bad. Wheat doesn't look too bad. Actually, wheat is down a bit. It's not bad, though. Not bad. Canola's down a bit. That should go a little bit higher. Soybeans actually don't look too bad, though. Okay, anyway, let's switch these tractors around. No, let's see. We're going to disconnect this one here. The 320 here pulls this John Deere seeder no problem. It doesn't struggle at all. But just because I can, I'm going to switch these around. Just, put the bigger seeder on, or the bigger tractor on it. And we'll switch it over to canola and try planting canola here again, I guess. I don't know what happened. Very annoying. If this happens again, I will definitely be switching over to a different geo. I don't know if that's at fault or if just something with the map is at fault. But we're going to try a different geo if this continues to happen. Okay, back to canola. The fact that we can't do soybeans, corn, or sunflowers doesn't bother me too much, except for the fact, the fact it's actually listed here. Okay, if we can't do sunflower, soybeans, and corn on here, why is it listed? But then, then to top it off, the fact that 3 fields we had already planted have withered, that's even less amusing to me, so... If I had caught it earlier, I probably would have tried to do something about it. I don't know what we could have done, but probably would have tried to done something different. This will get us up to 3 levels of fertilization on the field now here, on the positive side of things, I suppose. And yes, I'm going to plant past these trees here. Otherwise, the hired worker will be extra derpy and turn around on us. So yeah, lots of things we can do here this episode. Like I said, we're going to start planting again. Emphasis on the again part. The fields here could probably be fertilized, I'm assuming. So we get 3 levels of fertilization there. And I was planning on actually planting field 2 this episode. But instead we're doing 11, 12, and 13. Might just wait for field 2 till next spring. We'll see once here. See once how it goes. I was thinking I was going to plant barley on that field. So we got canola. Had canola. We got wheat. The wheat's growing fine, by the way. The canola's not, obviously. So we passed. Yeah, we're past the tree. I can hire a worker here now. He'll be fine. And then let's grab our new tractor. So the Big Bud 740 looks almost identical to the 450. In fact, I'm pretty sure whoever made this just took the 450, modeled it up a little bit, and made it a 740. So got the American flags on the back. That's kind of cool. Interior looks almost identical, I would say. Looks like maybe some additional monitors in here. Let's just tell them to deliver this for us, because, yeah, who wants to take the time to drive it up from the shop? Should have, just parked this next to the 450 just to see what's the comparison. Well, like I said, I'm thinking they're almost identical from the looks of it. Do notice dual stacks on either side. Actually, there's 2 stacks on this side, 1 stack on this side. I'm assuming this one here is probably for the cab, air conditioning, and stuff like that, maybe? That's kind of cool. And hopefully this tractor here will have enough power to pull this planter. It should, based on the fact it's got 740 horsepower. If not, probably should have bought the 950 then. Oh well. And just because we can, let's turn on four-wheel drive here for this. That might be beneficial. And also make sure we set you back to Canola. You can see I had it set on Barley here, ready to go for field 2, but oh well. And I'm just going to start him way on the opposite end here. We're looking pretty good on seed here, I guess. Going to start him way out on field 11. And what I'm thinking I'm going to do here, once we have enough money, I'm probably going to purchase another one of these seeders. We're going to sell the John Deere just because of the annoyances with filling the John Deere. Pretty sure this seeder can fill from a trailer. And if that's the case, we can potentially buy a couple trailers to hold seed and fertilizer with. And then we could be doing a little more mobile refilling as opposed to having to drive down to the silo there all the time. Which I, by the way, have not had to refill this planter here yet, by the way. Okay. And a whopping 24 meters. Let's get rid of the offset. And what's the verdict here? Will this tractor pull it? Oh, yeah. 9 miles an hour. Oh, is that max speed? Looks like it probably is. Yeah, it seems to be working. Oh, whoa. No. We don't need any of this. How about we just we turn you off? Don't need any of this AI rubbish. I keep forgetting to get rid of that mod. Okay, he should be good. Hired worker planted on that side. In fact, you can see the John Deere rolling over there. Got the Seed Hawk planting here. They should hopefully get that done pretty quickly between both the seeders here. The first time I did it, I just had one seeder, so I had to run the John Deere between all these fields here. That definitely took quite a while. Not to mention the annoying fact, did I mention I've done these fields already? Okay. And let's get the John Deere. Oh, we need one more tractor too, don't we really? We got the cases. Oh, yeah, there's the case. We'll take the case. They're coming along as well. You can run the rake or baler. Doesn't really matter which one. One of you run one of you run the other, right? Okay. Over to our grass field. At a much faster pace than 6 miles an hour, please. So yeah, we really wasn't planning on buying another tractor just yet, but the bigger planter there definitely necessitated a larger tractor. Otherwise, we were going to be planting kind of slow. And again, I probably wouldn't have minded so much if it wasn't for the fact we had to redo those fields. Okay, and let's read a few comments here a moment. Caleb was saying, I love watching your videos after football conditioning practice. Very relaxing. Well, thank you very much for that. Yee Brother was saying, trailers work the best. I'm assuming he means for the planter there. RDAllen was asking, why is Thomas on the PC? Yeah, I'm not sure why RDAllen is asking RDAllen here, but that's what his name is, so okay. But why is Thomas on the PC? Watch as a reminder there, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier here. This is somewhat of a challenge here against Thomas McConsell. We're playing against him. Seeing who can fill the Silo King to 5 million liters of everything that's available on the map here. So make sure you go over there and check out his channel. See what he's up to. As for why he's on the PC, well, I believe it's probably because he's finally realized, the superior platform and whatnot. He's finally given up on that rubbish console nonsense. Mammote was asking, where did you find that John Deere seeder in the first bit of the video that you pulled the 450? I do not know where that seeder came from. Doesn't mean I don't know where I got it from. I know where I got it from, but I do not have a download link where you can download it from. There we go. And let's grab the case here. That worked out almost perfectly. Pulled up right by the rhino here. And for a course play course here, we're just going to run the same course the mower's on. I realize this rake is a little bit wider, but I figured, you know what? What's a couple meters? It's easier just to run the same course and not have to worry about it. So one course takes care of all the operations for this field. Yeah, we'll leave them at the closest one. That's fine. Shouldn't make a difference, I don't think. I don't own the field. Well, that would be a problem, wouldn't it? And technically, you know what? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Hay or grass here. About the same amount of work. Seeing as how course play's doing it. I was going to say, for the silo we're looking at for fertilizer, I think that'll take grass, hay, straw. Obviously, ideally, I would put straw on it, but I don't have any straw at the moment, so... Okay, let's grab the baler here. We should be able to have him run the same course. I don't think that'll be a problem. Guess we'll find out. He's already set on it. Perfect. And like I was saying, too, I didn't think I'd be able to mow this field here again. I'm rather surprised it's ready to be mowed already. I didn't think it'd be ready, but it is. I'm not going to complain, so... And I'll probably throw like one load of bales into the that silo. We'll maybe put that up down by the seed silo there. Okay, and you can take over. That should work pretty good, hopefully. The potatoes remind me here as well. We probably need to get into that here at some point as well. Going to see once, and that's kind of what I was talking about here. We'll have to see once how much money we have. We definitely need to invest in some equipment to do some of the other things on this map here. So that, of course, being one of them. And I'd rather not fancy using the tow behind one. That just does not sound like any fun. So that's it. You are empty. What a surprise. Seems like this seeder, maybe it doesn't hold much. I'm not sure. Again, I'm not particularly familiar with the bushels here. Bushels versus the liters, so either that, it just goes through really quick. Like I said, it seems like I'm constantly having to fill this seeder here. And again, he is rather annoying to fill. I actually haven't tried with a truck again. Now that I know where the refill point is, I might be able to get him to refill with a truck. I'm not sure. You know, where's the truck? I can, let's try this. Because why not? See if we can get a little seed here. Like I said, now that we know where the refill spot roughly is on the planter, emphasis on roughly, kind of a guesstimate when you pull up to the silo. It's like, okay, is it close enough? Am I too far away? Too close? Anyway, back to the comments. Norris was saying get a John Deere 9RX, which I absolutely like his idea. If you're thinking of pulling the planter with it, though, the 9RX is actually too small of a tractor for it, so that won't work. But don't worry, I definitely still want to get one. I'm not sure what we'll do with it. We could probably do some field work, plowing and such. That'll work good for that. Okay, we'll maybe get like a couple hundred bushels in here and we'll call it good, because we don't really need much, I don't think. Then go for like 500, we'll call that good. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's about 500. this don't work, I'm just going to have to put it back in here anyway, so. Nicholas was saying John Deere for the win. Of course. Robert was saying, fun fact with the Seed Hawk, it doesn't show both fill levels on unless the two pieces are connected. They both still fill up as you saw, though. It took me a time or two to get used to that myself. He says, but it definitely works. So let's see what's here. Right in about here somewhere. Might have to be over a little. No, that should be about right. Somewhere about in there. See if that'll get me a refill point there. Okay, again, for this planter, if you haven't used this before, refill point is the seeder, and it is like out in space here somewhere. So, a weird, obnoxious refilling. Nope, doesn't look good. So either it doesn't refill from the trailer, which is definitely possible, or I don't have it in the right spot, which is also probably definitely possible. Try just a little bit further out here. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it was going to work. Worth a shot, I figured. And the only reason I actually found the fill point on this trailer or this planter in the first place was because I happened to drive past it. It was purely accidental. You know, driving past that silo there, trying to figure out how to fill this thing. And I don't know, was I making like a turn or something around? All of a sudden it started to fill, and I'm like, what? Okay, then. It's like the refill point's over here somewhere. Okay, that is kind of weird. You were stuck on a bale. How did a bale get over here? Oh, let's okay, there. Okay, fine. Okay, he's good. No, maybe not. How did he just pass through that bale? How is the baler ahead? Oh boy, I don't even want to ask. How did the baler get ahead of the rake? Now we got grass bales. Eh, boy, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Yeah, he's going to be like raking up all the grass bales as he goes along here. Oh, boy. Come on. I don't know what's happened to my hand, by the way. That seems to have disappeared. Not sure what's up with that or what's caused that. All of a sudden, that happened here a couple episodes back. With the AI extension, by the way, which broke it. Ever since the AI extension broke there, my HUDs and hands have disappeared on me. Don't know what's caused that, but is that all the bales? Yeah, that's all the bales. How in the world did the baler get ahead of the rake? Hey then, that is weird. I guess we're going to be full of problems and questions here this episode. Anyway, back to Robert's comment here about the Seed Hawk. He's also saying you can take a smaller, quicker tractor, just grab the tank and refill it rather than having to pull the entire seeder down there. Kind of makes sense. It seems like a good idea. West Oz Farm was saying, hello, physics. Where are you? That is an excellent question. Excellent question. Tristan was asking, what is the mod that converts liters to bushels? Question we keep getting asked here, by the way. That is the unit convert mod. Should be a link for that in my mod list, by the way. Curiosity, this seeder doesn't fill from this side, does it? I don't think it does. Nope. Gotta be this side. Okay. That's an auto-save there, by the way, that momentary pause every now and then. I'm pretty sure that's what that is anyway. Okay, we're far enough away, too close. There's seed in there, right? Yeah, there's seed in there. Oh, there we go. A little too far away. Oh, maybe I had the truck too far away. Maybe should have had the truck a little closer yet. Fertilizer usage on this, by the way, seems to be really good. I don't think I have filled this up at all yet other than the initial filling. So, yeah, fertilizer. Wow, goes a long time. Now you can see we're down to 55%. We've planted... What, how many fields have we planted with this now? I don't even remember. We've planted a lot of fields with this seeder now, so... Seems to be working quite well as far as the fertilization goes. If we could just get that seed usage still a little better under control. Ryan was saying, good day, Randy. Oh, come on. I think it's time for a Big Bud 747 with single tires to go with the Seeder outfit of the Big Bud pack. To which I reply, you must be mad. Mad, I tell you. Big Bud 747 with single tires. I'm not sure what's worse, Joanna Deere's or Big Bud 747s with singles. Oh boy, did our other seeder run out? I think our other seeder... Oh, he's out of fertilizer, though. He is out of fertilizer. High Acre Farms was asking, would you recommend Welker Farms for a new player because of its vague features, just fields, no animals? Oh, I don't know about that necessarily. I would say if you kind of like the this type of farming, absolutely would recommend this map. Although maybe you might want to investigate what's up with the seasons and fields withering and crops withering. Something clearly needs to be fixed there. But outside of that, definitely enjoying this map here so far. You're going to fold out... There we go. I was going to say, is it going to fold out the rest of the way? Sure, taking its time there. Okay, hire worker on to the other one. Oh, I did not put him in a group yet, did I? Okay. Get you in a group. Probably group 5, because you're going to be like a big tractor. Yeah, we'll just take it down to the fertilizer point here and fill it up. It's straight ahead there. In fact, I think, is that the silo over there, I think? It does seem like there are some weird render distances set on some of the stuff on this map. You know, some stuff like that. I don't know if that's the fertilizer silo here or not. That's rendered in the distance. Whatever that is in the distance, it's rendering in. Can't see nothing else over there. But then, like, the seed silos, those, like, don't render in until you're, like, 50 meters from them. So, kind of odd. Tucker Rogers was saying, a good one. Video, I guess he means. If so, thank you very much for that. Miller Farms was saying, don't be hiring me for any of that anytime soon. Talking about my logging video there. Which, if you didn't see that, back on my grandpa's farm there, back behind the farm. Again, it's not actually his property. They're just using the field. They were doing some logging back there, so rather interesting to see that. Looks like they got some pretty decent-sized logs out of there. Oh, those must have been the four silos there. I don't know what those silos are. That's what was rendering in. And yeah, notice, like, I don't know, what are we, a couple hundred meters here away? Suddenly, those render in. Actually, no, that probably got something to do with the console, maybe. Probably why they got the render distances set short. Okay, are you going to refill from the side? You will. Wait a minute. He needs seed. Okay, did not the glance mod say he was 85% full on canola? Oh boy. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. I could have swore it said 85% canola there, but I guess that's what you get for swearing. Oh well. It's full on fertilizer now anyway. And let's see if we can refill from the truck here then. So open seed tank. We'll wait till we get over to the corner here. We can refill from the truck. I'll probably be going that route in the future, like I was saying. We'll probably just get rid of the John Deere, sell it, and get another one of these bigger anyway. So we'll just have to get another tractor to pull it. Probably like a 950. And then we will get the 747, by the way. That'll probably be like the last one I get. Oh, and I should mention as well, I did receive a challenge here a couple episodes back. Someone was saying for a challenge here, could own and work all the fields on this map. Now, I don't know about all the fields. I guess, yeah, we probably could most of the fields. There might be maybe an exception to that. But that might be something we might look into here. In which case, we definitely need to grow our farming operation a little bit quicker, maybe. Okay, let's see if this will work. It should. And, oh, it is time to wrap it up for this episode here, isn't it? Okay, well, let's see if this works here first, and then we'll wrap it up for the episode. Let's see. You won't empty from here, will you? Unload here? No, we don't want to unload here. Let's see. Will you unload here? Doesn't look like it. Actually, this isn't the weird trailer that has the in the back, does it? Yeah, I rather thought you are on the seed. Yeah, select seed. Nope. He is on the, oh, that's just for the sake of it here. Switch to additional tank here. Can we see a fill level in there? No, no fill level in there. Okay. What should make sense? It'd be empty. Oh, that's gonna close. Just out of curiosity here, before we give this up, is this the weird trailer that has the trigger in the back? Which would explain, again, maybe why it didn't work with the John Deere, too. Okay, I guess that's not going to work. Bummer. Okay, looks like a negative. Oh, well. Let's close that here then a minute. Close additional tanks. I guess it's down to the silo there to fill it up here then. Let's see if we can find some better solution for filling this. Rather seems like it should fill from the trailer there, so don't know if that's the trailer's fault or if I'm doing something wrong. I'll have to investigate that a little more off screen there. But anyway, on that note, folks, we need to wrap it up here for this episode. So that folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.